Hey, what's up? Welcome to Rattling Bones Club, the place for tips, tricks, and insights into the world of live sound mixing and the touring side of the music industry. In this video, we'll look at some EQ tips on how to get a clear, punchy, modern-sounding kick drum for a live rock band, just using the built-in EQ on your mixing console. But as you know, every kick drum and every venue sounds slightly different, so use these tips as a starting point and adjust the parameters to suit your mix. Okay, so let's head over to the mixing desk and get started. Okay, so here we are on the mixing desk. I'm using the Midas M32R, but other mixing consoles are available. Okay, so the tips I'm going to be showing today are fully transferable to any mixing console. I'm going to be using the 4-band parametric EQ and the low-cut filter, or as it may be called on your console, the high-pass filter. Okay, so let's get started and have a listen to our kick drum. Okay, so this kick drum was recorded using a Shure Beta 91A microphone. It was placed directly inside the kick drum onto a pillow that was used for a little bit of extra dampening. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is activate the low-cut filter, or it may be called the high-pass filter on your console. And I'm going to set this to around 40 Hz, and I'm just going to start rolling off some of that super low end that we don't need in the mix. Okay, so next I'm going to head over to the EQ section of my desk and turn it on using this button here. So we're going to start with the low-mid section of my EQ and take out a big chunk in this region to clear out some of this boxy sound. Somewhere between like 120 and 300 Hz is probably where it's most prominent. So a big cut here, we'll get rid of this and then just adjust the width to suit your mix. Next I'm going to go to the high mid section of the EQ and do a shallow cut somewhere between 800 Hz and 2K. This will just clear out a little bit of that tone that sounds like knocking on wood. I'm going to adjust the width of this cut just to create a little bit of sonic space for my guitar and my vocals in my mix. But there is a bit of tone to the kick drum in this area, so don't take away too much. Next I'm going to add some clarity and attack to my kick drum by going to the high section of my EQ. By default the M32 sets this to a high shelf, so I'm just going to adjust this to a PEQ curve using the mode button. Okay, so if I was mixing a heavier band or say a metal band, I'd probably go for a boost somewhere between 8 and 10K to get this super clicky kick drum sound. But since we're mixing a rock band today, I'm going to go somewhere between 3 and 5K and find where the beater hitting the skin sounds the best. And finally, we're going to add some low-end definition and punch to our mix using the low band of the EQ. We're going to adjust the width to be quite narrow and do a slight boost somewhere between 50 and 60 Hz and adjust it to find that sweet spot where it reacts best between the venue subs and your kick drum to give the most punch to those people in the crowd. Okay, let's turn off the EQ to hear how it sounded before. Okay, let's turn that back on. And now we have a great starting point for a clear, punchy, modern sounding kick drum. So if you found that video helpful, make sure you hit that like button down below because it does really help out. And if you do use these tips at the next show that you mix, if you do mix a show anytime soon. But yeah, let me know down in the comments and let me know how it goes. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to be the first to know when new content drops on this channel. And if you're not already, go follow me on Instagram at Rattling Bones Club. I'll leave it linked in the description below. But there's loads of tips and stories on there already, so go check those out. And I guess I'll see you in the next video. Peace.